Why is Palestine a part of your politics?
When you grow up as
drip right out of your mouth or back into the bowl.
someone especially in the third world, you have a very different understanding of the Palestinian struggle.
Well, then keep that shit in the third world. Let me ask you this. Do you guys agree? There's a lot of stuff here that's gross because it involves India. Are we allowed? Is the United States allowed to have a culture? Because that was one of the biggest criticisms, and I think this is actually there's some value in what we're seeing today. Because the left would always say, "Well, America has no culture." Right? Well, we don't really have a culture. Oh, I love these cultural fair. Look at all these beautiful cultures of the world. They say America doesn't have a culture. Well, now in complaining about standards that we have, it's become very clear that we actually do have a culture. Part of it is forks. So, there have been a lot of cultural debates here in the LGBT, race, Palestine, right, assimilation. But now the forefront is rice. And more than you would think as far as rice, namely eating foods in a way that is unsanitary, unbecoming, and un-American, rice, along with sauce, with bare hands.
So the third holy grail of taboos in American
This was
politics,
June, and it's
you have
resurfaced.
socialism, you have Islam, and then you have Palestine. And you are really going for the
Name other
trifecta.
things I hate.
Let's go, baby.
Let's
pick it
go.
up already.
Tell me, why
Stirring it
is
around.
Palestine a part of your politics?
When you grow up as
Drip right out of your mouth or back into the bowl.
someone especially in the third world, you have a very different understanding of the Palestinian struggle.
Well, then keep that shit in the third world. Please. We don't want to be the third world. My Swiss Army knife when I was a kid had a spork. It's both a spoon and fork. It's a miracle.
When they send this aid to Gaza, are they not sending forks?
Apparently not.
No, because if you send them a fork, they're going to strap it to dynamite and mail it to a Jew.
Sharpen it a little bit, use it as a spear.
And keep in mind, it's the same. And of course, they do this debate, and then debate people who point out, we probably shouldn't eat that way. They go, oh, you're just ethnocentric. Keep in mind, this is the same party that demanded you wash your hands long enough to sing happy birthday, spray down your packages, and wanted you to be afraid of every microbe known to man.
And it's very unlikely you're going to get it from packages, but we do know the virus can live on surfaces, for example, steel and plastic for up to 3 days. I've used a little glitter here for my kids to show you what the virus might be like. We know they can live on cardboard, for example, up to 24 hours.
So something different.
I'm just going to clean all the virus off here. Don't need to do too much. It's a pretty sensitive virus.
And a few weeks later, they're like, you don't need to do that.
Here
Yeah, exactly.
And pour it over itself. And then I grab with my finger over here from the inside and pull that over as well. And I drop that into the dirty area also.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it right in
Finally,
his
I clean
food.
my hands one more time.
So split the difference. Don't lie to people and tell them that they need to spray down their packages, but don't just, Crocodile Dundee with a coconut, just finger jab that can and eat it. Like, there's a middle ground. When I was a kid, I thought that was the most badass thing ever.
It's pretty awesome.
I think he also did it in that Flipper movie.
In the Flipper, yeah.
Yeah, because he had that boat full of SpaghettiOs.
And he made the kid, he made Elijah Wood smoke a whole, pack of cigars while he was doing the yard. Doing the yard,
yeah.
right?
That's a forgotten movie.
Yeah. You gonna smoke cigarettes? I'm gonna give you lung cancer.
Into a piece of metal.
Careful that dolphin, mate. He'll rape you. They rape for fun, dolphins. That's true. So anyways, eating with their hands and I'm grossing you out on purpose. Of course, President Trump, who's known to be somewhat of a germaphobe, was naturally disgusted, rightfully so.
Did you see him? He has a news conference all the time when he's eating. I have never seen a human being eat in such a disgusting fashion. I'm always telling my young son, Barron, I'm saying, and I always with my kids, all of them, I'd say, children, small little bites, small. This guy takes a pancake and he's shoving it in his mouth. It's disgusting.
Is he talking about me? What the hell?
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, the left will say, well, this shouldn't be a partisan issue. But it is. So why is it? Why is this split down party lines? I'll tell you exactly why. For the same reason the left is exclusively the party of democratic socialists. For the same reason that the left wants to grant citizenship to every third worlder in this country. They hate what America not only is, what it was meant to be. That's why you don't see leftists flying American flags. Try this experiment out. if you see an American flag on a car, or you see it in someone's yard, and you're able to talk with the person, don't approach them, in a scary way. 8 out of 10 times, they're a conservative. Comment below if that's been your experience. You know it's true. I can't prove that empirically because no one actually wants to conduct the study. And so they have this knee-jerk reaction to defend anything that is on the opposite side of America, even if it's disgusting. And so Mamdani went on Mehdi Hassan's podcast, and I always have to play the victim, and he whined about people saying that it's gross for him to eat with his filthy hands.
But how dangerous is it that it's now become normalized on the right? I mean, I don't remember this in Trump's first term, to just look at any foreigner and go, deport them.
It is very dangerous. It's dangerous because it is the foundation of dehumanization. I mean, even the basic fact of me eating biryani with my hands is something that outrages Republican congressmen.
It outrages the Republican congressman whose father-in-law, I should point out, is Dinesh D'Souza, an Indian immigrant who I'm pretty sure has eaten rice with his hands at some point.
I did not even put the 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Okay, full disclosure, I've eaten several meals with Dinesh D'Souza. Never once did I see him eat something wet with his hands.
Is it because he had utensils?
It's because he
available?
had utensils.
Okay, I just want
Is
to
he
make sure.
he's an immigrant, Dinesh D'Souza. He
Yeah.
came here from India.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Uses
assimilated?
stuff.
Yeah. No,
Maybe he assimilated.
No, my opinion's not dangerous. E. coli is dangerous. Hey, by the way, is there more food poisoning in India? If you visit India, hey, isn't that one of your primary concerns? In other words, if they don't have basic sanitary food practices figured out in the 21st godforsaken century, godforsaken in India, not the United States, maybe not only should we not take cues from them, go the other direction, but none of it matters. We use forks here because we do. It's the United States. If you want to do it, fine. Just acknowledge that it's inferior. I'll tell you, I can do it. I often, what's some of my favorite guns are revolvers. I know that I give up capacity. I know that it's an archaic technology in many ways, and you're at an advantage with most modern semi-autos. There can be a case to be made, but I like them. I get it. They're inferior for most practices, but you're a long way from unarmed. I can say that. Why can't they just, it's probably not as healthy. It's not as good to eat with your hands. Yeah, when I come from it, so it's a habit. Old habits die hard. So this was, this kind of reignited a debate. And like I said, you ask yourself, why has it ignited? Right, really exclusively along party lines. Vince Dow wrote this, and it has like 27 million views. He wrote, as an Asian, I feel I have authority on rice. Eating rice with your hands is gross, strange, and barbaric. Nobody in my family has ever done this. He acts like utensils were never invented. Then there was this post from Raw Egg Nationalist. Eating with your hands like this should instantly disqualify you from running for office in every single country in the Western world. 6.7 million views.
Fair as well.
And then
I love that the Asian guy came in. He was like, yeah, I'm Asian. I can speak about this.
Yeah.
And Lane said the same thing earlier. He's like, I've been to China. Not a single person in China is eating rice with their hands.
No.
In fact, they hate eating rice with their hands so much, they invented a utensil that made it harder to eat rice, the chopstick.
Yeah.
They're tiny. You can't pick up any rice with that thing.
I know. That's what it's supposed to, rice is supposed to clump, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. This whole
Making it wrong.
look. I don't like chopsticks.
you.
Sometimes I like chopsticks.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, it's just the novelty of it. I know it's inferior.
I was literally on the border between Cambodia and Vietnam in a village that didn't have electricity, and they had utensils to eat food with.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, here's the thing. Then the left, they try and create an equivalency, and you know it's going to be an awful comparison. So here they think like, oh, this is a dunk. Hey, look, here's a post of President Trump eating with his hands pizza. Okay, let me explain to you the difference, dumbass.
Oh, Evan loves Wolf. Good. He's an idiot.
It's bread. Okay, it's not wet, it's not saucy, and he's not taking a bite of pizza, carving it out of his mouth, and putting it back on the rest of the pizza to eat it.
That's not fair. You did not see, they didn't show the picture of when he was eating a lasagna. He dove right in that thing.
Sure.
He just
Got a little salad.
Seven layers right
I'm
there.
coming.
I got 5 fingers for 7 layers. Grab it.
And then a bunch of it basically set off this inter-Asian race war on X. Someone posted, "You aren't Asian, you're American. As an Asian from Asia, I have the authority to tell you that Asians have always eaten rice with their hands. I've never seen it."
Hold on, that's a Blue Sky account. Pull that back up. That's a Blue Sky guy. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Immediately disregard your opinion.
But I don't care. I still don't. Like, okay, fine. Even if they do it in China, I think they would probably take issue with this. We don't do that here.
Right.
Okay? We're allowed to. Here, we don't fit a family of 12 and a chicken coop on the back of a Honda Cub. We have SUV. We drive cars. Okay? All right? We're allowed to have our thing.
We used to take bets in Afghanistan on the craziest thing we'd see on the road. Yeah. At the beginning of the deployment, we said all of us had one thing we think we see, and mine was, I said, we're going to see a bus with another bus on top of it, and people in the bottom and the top of the bus. No way I thought that was going to happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, like 3 months in, I was like, "Oh, you guys saw that, right?"
And it wasn't a double-decker bus. It was actually a bus.
No, it was a bus, and another bus. It was a shorter bus. It was a little tiny like a shuttle bus thing, but it still counts as a bus. It wasn't a Volkswagen, okay? It was a bus on a bus.
Do you think that was to segregate like other Afghani retards?
No, I think that they had a bus with no roof, and then they had a big family or something.
And then there's this post decrying racism. I've never quite understood this specific form of racism. America and Western countries have all sorts of foods we eat with our hands. Hamburgers, hot dogs, sandwiches.
Buns. Those are all buns.
Do I need to explain to you the history of the fucking sandwich?
Please.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I think you can look and go, hamburgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, and probably understand the through line. Like, see, I was just about to go explain.
You were.
Yeah. No, you know what? Look up pasties in Michigan. Okay, it's what we found ways.
Not pasties.
No, pasties is what they call them.
Different thing.
Yep. Yeah. They found ways to encase food that could not be eaten with their hands so that they could use their hands. Things like a burger, things like a bun, things like a pastry, baking it in. Burritos. Oh, hey, see another commonality? Popcorn, donuts. These are foods that were designed to be eaten with hands. They were made to be that. Here's the look, I'm just going to make this really simple, okay? Pizza, burger, sandwich. Okay. If the meal that you are eating with your hands, outside of grease and oil, if it can't be cleared off your hands with 3 swipes or less, use a utensil, okay? That's our rule. There's a little bit of bread. A little bit of salt from the pizza crust. Good as new, but here's a montage of people being gross from worse countries.
Why use your hands? Because that's how God intended us to eat.
We'll push
Which
the
one?
rice put, into the mouth.
It's wet, fingers in the mouth.
And then just throw it right back in.
So that's exactly what I do to get the perfect piece of rice into my mouth. And then I eat it with all the accompanying sides.
Tongue, mouth bacteria as a film back into the food.
Pushing the lips out as far as possible. Oh, yeah, just stir it up. Oh. Yeah, just throw it right back in.
They spent their blood, sweat, and tears making this shit. For you to come along and tell me to eat with a spoon. Have you lost your mind?
Wait, why is that unreasonable?
So why is it wrong for me and all of America to say, yeah, we prefer spoons and forks, and not his indignance of, they prepared this food for you to use a spoon. Have you lost your mind? Well, hold on a second. Qualify that. Why would it be absolutely insane for someone to use something that keeps their hands clean and prevents the exchange, it's like a revolving door of bacteria. And none of this matters, none of it matters because this is the United States and we use cutlery in this country for these kinds of food. It's just part of our culture. You want to be here engaged in that's enough. That's enough. I can make the case, and I keep saying that I won't, but then I just can't help myself.
I know.
Here's a montage of people eating other foods with their hands and see if you're like, maybe it's different.
And I will do the crab rangoon pizza. Okay.
This one is kimchi flavored.
It's wrapped. See?
Look at this baby. Are we ready?
That's
Are you guys
two,
ready for
is
one?
wrapped.
I am so ready.
I'm ready.
Swing.
I didn't get much chicken at all, and the scoop of guac was pretty small compared to the boatloads of pico and cheese that made the chips a soggy mess really quickly.
Oh, a wrapper. Holding on the bone.
Yeah, I really don't see the issue with eating with your hands. I actually quite like it.
Don't Josh, don't do that with the soup. Okay.
Jeez. It's quite good.
Yeah. You see what we mean?
Somebody get a spoon.
It's great.
Yeah, that's enough. You've been watching
Okay.
too much Johnny
I
Quest.
put it back though. I have to eat it again.
Please.
No, just put it down maybe. I don't know.
One more. Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's enough.
All right. Sorry. I just got hungry.
If you want one more bite, you can take one more. Okay, we get it. All right.
All right. That's enough.
Now, do you feel good about yourselves, communists? Do you see what you did to Josh?
That's right. How dare you?
3 brushes. If that doesn't work, get the fuck out.
Clip it.
And let me explain to you too, it is a cultural thing. Do you know why they eat with their hand? It's not that they think it's superior. It's that, I'm going to say it, okay? Their barbaric, backwards religion in many of these cases tells them to. You know, in Islamic countries, they eat with their right hand from the communal bowl. They wipe their ass with their left. And if you steal some, if you commit a certain crime, they cut off your right hand because it's symbolic. You now are effectively exiled from society. You can't take part in the communal practice of breaking bread. In the Hadith, Muhammad actually instructs his followers to eat with their right hand. And he actually forbade them from using that right hand to clean their ass because he was concerned about. He said, yes, hear this from Sunnah. He has forbidden us to face the Qibla at the time of excretion or urination or cleansing with right hand or with less than 3 pebbles or with dung and bone. I don't even have time to get into the pebbles thing.
Didn't even know the 3 pebbles?
It's like a...
Nice. Yes.
I guess it's like a sphincter exfoliator, you know, like a pumice stone. So Sharia law, cut off your hand to punish you, so you're no longer a part of society. Here is a Muslim explaining the different uses for God gave you 2 hands for this express purpose.
In Islam, we eat with our hands.
He does like a little.
Shuffle it like. And
You
also,
mean like a
We
spoon?
believe the left hand is for the bathroom. Dirt, like use your left hand. This hand's for for eat, clean things. A right hand for the scoop, left hand for the poop.
Scoop and poop.
I think her manicurist budget just increased.
The whole scoop and poop.
Sanny.
It's my favorite move.
Sanitizer.
So, hey, look, that's their culture. And we have the right to look, to examine objectively, and determine which one we think is better.
Mm-hmm.
So, on one hand, you have
poop.
A god. One hand, you have a god who calls for the deaths of Christians and Jews, and child brides, and eating with right hand, wiping ass with left. In the Judeo-Christian society that left the world's greatest superpower one century to become the only world superpower the next century, we invented Charmin.
You're welcome.
I think you know where I line up. So Mamdani is doing this because it's the victim Olympics, right? So that there's no more valuable currency to those on the left than victim status. So they will bait you. And I know you're saying, aren't you taking the bait? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. You know why? Because I don't like him. Okay? I don't like him, and I don't like that. I don't want to have to skip entire neighborhoods in the United States because it no longer feels like America. You add it all up, Right? You go into a neighborhood where no one speaks English. They have chicken coops in their backyard in a suburban area, and they're eating rice and soup with their hands and wiping their ass with their left. So every single one has a hose installed in their bathroom. And they're holding hands when they walk down the street, even though they're two guys and they're heterosexual wearing their weird ass robes. And guess what? I just want to see an American flag. I'd rather see a guy in a wife beater crushing a bush ice. I'm fine with it because that's my culture, okay? You pick yours, we pick ours.
You choose left hand, we choose soap.
Yes, soap, paper, Lysol, whatever it is. Mamdani is clearly putting on this third world shtick to get votes because, just in case you were wondering, he's familiar with the fork.
New York is suffering from a crisis, and it's called halalflation. Well. Today, we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, why didn't you eat that with your hand and then rub it on your expensive microphone?
Halal food is too expensive in New York. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, yeah. It's halal people.
Yeah. Hey, also, that's not like the most pressing issue. You see that person behind you getting raped?
Yeah.
That's halal.
Yeah, maybe deal with that. That's true. I don't really have
That's halal.
anything else.
Forks are haram.
Else? I know
it's just a shtick. And listen, it's not a racist thing. I think you made it very clear. Like, this is just not our culture, guys. Sorry. This is just not what we do here. Come here and do what we do here. That's very easy, simple rules.
Yep.
It is absolutely a shtick. There's no reason to do it.
Right.
There's no benefit to it.
Right.
There's nothing that's better about using your hands.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Like, I was thinking about it earlier because I really do. It's gross. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hate it though.
Because it's unsanitary and it's barbaric.
Yeah.
The reason that there's a difference between eating something that's wrapped in bread, something that's designed to be a hand food, and something that puts your fingers in your mouth and back into a bowl and repeat.
Yeah, it throws me off. It's like seeing a super Asian guy with a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure you're a great guy, but geez, I don't want you at my party. I'm going to be staring at you the whole time. People are going to think I'm in love with you. It's weird.
Hey, have you checked out that beautiful lass? I bet you her shoes are size 3.
Okay, Huang.
Scottish accent, but you still have
But it's all performative, dude. There's no benefit to it. It's like, I would understand if he's like, no. I only eat with chips because it's a good. It doesn't make any sense. It's literally harder to eat that way. You see them getting a bite and they like push it together and they make a little.
Yeah.
They make a little gross little mound and then they put half of it in their mouth, put the rest of it back. You're doing more work.
Yeah.
And it's
you have to wash your hands harder.
Yeah, the whole deal. By the way, Evan Loves Wolf, I think he actually tweeted out something about, and he's like, this is how sushi is prepared. And he shows somebody like using their hands. And I'm like, yeah, he doesn't go. And then
most food is prepared in a kitchen. A lot of food, in most kitchens, I think, no gloves.
Yeah, and you know what? They have something called a washing station.
Yes. Yeah, and like Gerald said, they're not putting it in their mouth.
Right.
And then spitting it out, baby birding it for you so you can have sushi.
Let me put it this way. Hey, when we all agree.
That would be fun, though. Yeah. Like a Benihana, like prepared at your table. Like he's trying a cherry in his mouth.
Sorry, I have to take a break. You just see him wipe his left hand.
I would love to see a guy just preparing dumplings at my table. Just.
Oh my God! You think about, we have sort of cultural touchstones here in the United States. You wouldn't be able to do the Seinfeld double dipping episode if this was normal.
No, take one dip and end it.
It's like sticking your whole mouth in the dip and you go. So
I put my whole hand in the dip.
What do you mean?
Then I put my hand in my mouth.
It's not like it's my left hand.
Come on.
I'm not double dipping. It's the same hand.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of Indians in some of the stuff that I did with the church that you and I used to go to, and none of them ate like that. Like first generation Indians.
Yeah.
People don't eat like that unless they have to.
Of course.
That's the thing. I come from a third world. Yeah, I know, and that is how they eat there because you don't have easy access to it. You don't have You don't have plastic forks everywhere. Not everyone can afford to go get actual silverware. I get it.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool experience. The best chicken I've ever eaten in my life, hand to God, best chicken was in Kuwait City. They didn't have any forks.
Right.
It was delicious, but it was weird. I didn't want to be eating with my hands. I was wiping them the whole time. I had a whole plate of napkins and naan bread. It was
not to mention all of the auxiliary sort of accoutrement. They're not designed to accommodate this in a restaurant. They don't have they have cutlery. They have napkins that don't work with wet food. It'd be like someone coming over. Like, okay, great. I get that you were raised in Juarez, but you can't chase around a stink bug with a stick on a donkey on our freeways. You're not, because they're made for cars.
A stink bug?
That's right.
What?
Oh, Nick DiPaolo has a whole rant about
does he? So random.
And
I
then
used to carry a fork with me. This is true. I used to carry a real fork, not real silver, but it's a metal fork. I carried it with me to work every day because sometimes I'd get food and they wouldn't put a plastic fork in there or whatever. I just always had that fork on me.
Yeah.
And you know what? It came in handy. Crackhead at a gas station tried to rob me. Fucking stabbed her with, sorry, I cursed. Stabbed her with a fork.
In the eye.
Yeah, well, I didn't stab
not
her.
in the eye.
But I did present it and I was waving her off.
And it was a her.
It was a her, yeah. I waved her off with a fork. I saved my life with a fork.
Good for you. Mm-hmm. They do that, I believe, in France. They'll often bring their own knives, cutlery, to like a steakhouse. Like people will have their designated steak knife.
Really?
Yeah, because they keep it really sharp.
Like a pool cue?
Yeah,
Pull it out of a box.
They bring it out, they set it down, they wipe it off. And by the way, it's not just third world crap holes. Like in Germany, they blow their nose at the table, and they'll often have giant dogs in the restaurant. It's like, okay, and I get you guys, you're still an advanced country, but it's gross. We don't blow our nose at the table
we don't do
here
this anymore. You know,
that goes. It's considered poor manners. Okay, because it's here in the United States. It's fine. All right, just stop it. I'm from Canada. Well, I was born in Detroit because it's just so before people say
American.
Yeah, American. But I was raised in Canada. I don't know if you know this. We sell milk in bags.
What?
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
Now,
let's bomb.
It probably saves money on packaging.
Shut up.
But we don't see that at the grocery store because they're far more expensive in Canada than in the United States, certainly in Quebec. But everyone has to have, someone in research can bring this up. This is a real thing. Yeah, in bags. And so everyone has to have, there's an entire industry to sell pitchers. It's like a pitcher, you put the bag in, and there's kind of like almost like it's just a razor at an angle that you right on the tip, and you slice off the tip. And every single, unless it's perfectly sharp, you lose some milk out the tip of it because bags fold. See?
What?
Yes.
That's goofy. This is really silly.
I grew up with that.
That's silly.
You grew up with bagged milk?
Yes.
This is how you became like this.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
You know,
I'd be pissed off too. Okay, Steven, it's not your fault.
Whenever I cook something like carne asada or something with a lot of onion or whatever, and I'm chopping onion or peppers or something, and I make the food, the whole day my fingers smell like what I was making.
Oh, I know.
You know that that all day like carne smell or whatever.
The worst is Burger King because it never washes off.
I work there, dude.
Yeah,
it never washes off. My clothes I didn't wear to work smelled like Burger King.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. So these guys, they're eating their biryani or whatever, and that's made with tons of spices.
Yeah.
Some would argue too many.
Some would argue.
White people.
He should
But
put
they
his finger in his eye.
all day they eat like that, and then they're walking around. They wash their hands. Great, you washed your hands. Your hand still smells like coriander. Like what the hell?
Yeah, and then that's also considered racist. Like, hey, don't eat with your hands. And then it's like, oh, you smell like curry. People go, whoa, this is a racist.
That's racist. No, it's because you've been mixing your fingers in curry all day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, their house smells like curry. Maybe it's because that's a fact.
Yeah.
They cook curry every day. This is the thing. Like we know this because there's houses we've lived in here. My last house that I was renting was owned by some Pakistani people, and they cooked curry a lot. It was obvious. It was in the walls.
My parents had to
literally in the walls, the appliances, the vents. It's like it stays there. It's a problem for people who own properties and rent them. They have to like change out wallpapers and repaint. And
my parents, the what do you call it? The fan, the vacuum, the vent. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The vent on top of their oven. It was like we didn't realize until a while. It was like they thought it was a paint job. It was bright yellow.
Oh no, dude! That stuff stays, man.
Yeah. And by the way, I love Indian food. I don't like that I get ripped off all the time. And
of course.
I know that because I used a coffee scale to measure the chicken when they do 2 for 1. Turns out they just separate it into 2 different packages. Maybe for the same reason that 100% of Earth's credit card scams come from that piece of shit country.
This is not an attack. That wasn't an attack on curry. It wasn't an attack on people making curry.
No, it was an attack on
Make
India.
the curry. Enjoy the curry. But you can't tell me that I'm being racist when I say a thing that is a fact.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be mean about it,
Yes.
but your house smells like curry.
Yes.
Why? You cook curry all the time. Is that a
curry all the
problem? No. I'm just telling you it smells like that. You have the problem.
Yep, absolutely.
Also, your hands do because you've been stirring it all day.
I mean, the Cajuns wouldn't have a problem with you. Like you. Hey, did you use a Cajun seasoning or something? Sauce bon. I eat it all the time.
Sauce bon.
They own it.
Sauce bon.
They own it. They look in their backyard. They see a swamp and they see dinner. And I think it's weird, but it's part of our culture. Oh, you're still here? And you're still watching this on YouTube? You've probably noticed something is missing by now. I'm not here. That's because the Live Daily Show is now streaming exclusively on Rumble weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in there, where nothing is censored.